Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a very quick recap on yesterday's trade, yesterday being Friday the 17th of December. I didn't really do much in terms of trading. There was one pair I looked at the whole day, and that was AUDUSD. I got an alert on that, I marked it up, and I basically just stuck to that because it was Friday. I didn't want to look at any other pairs because it was already, I think, past midday, and I didn't want to start marking out after that because, you know, I want to be kind of done with my trading, win or lose, by sort of 5-6 o'clock my time. I don't really want to go into the evening, into a weekend. So I kind of stuck to USD because I was fairly confident we were going to get a move. Enough of a move to pay at least like 1 or 2 R. So let me just quickly jump over to TradingView. Okay guys, so this is where we traded yesterday. This was the breakdown of the AUDUSD. So as you can see, there was this big push up away from this area, and this right here was the break on the 4, and that was the alert we got. So this blue area was the 4 hour. So I went in and marked up the 1 hour, found some areas of imbalance, and also there were these daily support resistance areas. Okay, so what I did is I went down to, so once price pushed into the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and also came close to, or actually came to this area of imbalance here, I took the first area, which was a break on the 3 minute, right? You can see the line is just over there. That's where the break on the 3 minute was. And it was actually a really nice OB, right? So now the crazy thing is, I actually called something out yesterday in a video I was doing, in a video I did just before this all happened. I actually said, this is a good area to go in, but I said my worry is if I place an order here, price is still going to push further to try and get to the next imbalance areas, either this one or this one. So I actually said I don't want to place a pending order. I'm going to wait for price to push past where the order would be, and then place my order for when it comes back, right? I'm going to kind of wait for price to do something like this, right? So maybe it goes up a bit more, comes down. I want to wait for price to break past there quite a bit. When it gets to somewhere like here, then I'm going to place my order. So I'm only going to place the order once it's pushed down, right? So worst case scenario, it keeps going, taps in here, then starts and maybe breaks up, right? If something like that happens, then it's going to pick us up right here. Right? This is the crazy thing. I had to go out, and price hadn't pushed past there yet. So I said to myself, you know what? Just put in the order, see how it goes. I'm on the phone. Worst case scenario, it does hit the stop, but because I've already placed that order, I know all the things, and I can just, redo it. That is exactly what happened. While I was out, my phone pinged and said I'm in the trade. It pushed up a little bit, I think, but it never quite got back to the 1-to-1, and then it stopped me out. And then I placed the order again because I knew it was going to push back, and I thought it was going to come up and break these highs over here, or at least this high here, right? So it would have given me possibly the 1-to-3, I think. So I actually just targeted the 1-to-3 for the next one. But what happened is it came up, it hit the 1-to-1 easily, as you can see, that's 1-to-1. So it hit the 1-to-1, and then it pushed down and it stopped us out, right? So it was a no trade. So we were currently sitting on 1 loss, 1 no trade. I still felt like price was going to come back, right? So as price pushed down, I placed another order on the halfway. So I pulled this down a little bit. I think it was about over there. I think it was about over there, right? And I again wait for price. Price had gone past. I placed the order, Price picked us up, and then I basically put my target for this high here, because I was very confident that price would at least break that high, which it did. I didn't take 50% at my 1-to-1. I know I normally say that's what I do, but because I was quite confident price was going to push up, and that was quite a strong black candle, or bullish candle, should I say, I thought, let me just target the 2R with 100% of my trade, right? And it hit very quickly. It hit within 2 candles, hit the 2R, and that was it. I was done, and it actually went up, and I think it would have got the 3R. Yeah, it would have tapped the 3R. So even if I did the 1-to-1 and then waited for the 3R, there would have been 1.5 plus the half. It would have still been 2R. So either way I played it, I would have got the 2R out of that. I called it a day there, so we had 1 loss, 1 no trade, 1 win with the 2R. So it was the 2R minus the 1R. We still walked away with 1R for the day. So, you know, it's okay. But it's just, I shouldn't have had that loss. You know, if I was sitting in front of the computer, if I didn't have to go out, I wouldn't have taken that first trade. I would have waited for it to push past, exactly like I said, and then taken the order. So I would have technically had a 1 no trade and 1 win. So it should have been a 2R for the day. But it is what it is. We still took 1 step forward, and that's the whole idea, is we're just going to move forward, move forward, move forward. So I think for the day we ended up going up by 1R. So I think I made $25. But like I said, I've always said, guys, I would rather move 1 step forward than any steps back. I'd rather move no steps forward than any steps back. Sometimes you go back and there's nothing you can do about it, but even in a case like this on a Friday where, you know, trading has been a little bit tricky in December anyway, I'll take a 1R. And we're only risking 0.25. We're only risking $25 per trade. So, you know, it's small moves. So we are now on the FTMO. I think we're sitting at about 175 or somewhere around there, $175 in or up. So we basically just need to make about 325. I think from Monday, I'm going to start trading with $50. So 1 win will give us $150. So I've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm just going to see how it goes with the 50. I might start Monday still with the 0.25. I haven't quite decided, because I mean, we've still got 3 days. So I might trade Monday 0.25 still, which hopefully will get me over the 200, around 250, so halfway there. And then I'm going to trade $50, which will still give us, you know, it'll give us enough trades to go while we can still say, okay, if we lose too many, we just pull the plug and we would still get our free retake. And this is kind of how I would play a challenge if we were in a live challenge as well. I'd start small, give myself enough of a buffer that if I lose, I can just say, okay, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to leave it there. I'll get the free retake and we go again. So that's where we currently stand, guys. So Monday we go again, 3 more days, and I'm still fairly confident. You know, we're having days where we move forward 2R. We're having days like yesterday, which we move forward 1R. But the whole idea is we're moving forward. You know, we're always moving forward. We have had days where we've kind of been knocked back, but we've come forward. So from last week, Tuesday or Wednesday, where we were sitting, I think like 100, close to 150 down, we're now almost 200 up. So we've kind of made over $300 in what, like 3 or 4 days maybe. So the last 4 days have been very consistent. We're consistently moving forward, which, you know, that's the whole plan, right? Because at the end of the day, with my plan for next year, apart from passing the first challenge, which we will take, the target will be 10% in a month, which basically means you only need 2.5% a week, right? So when you break it down like that, it's not that much, and it's doable. And if I'm risking 0.5%, I probably would have already hit my 2.5% for this week. But after that, once you've passed once I've passed the first challenge and I've got my first payout, the idea is that payout is then going to pay for the next step of my journey, which is another prop firm company, but instead of a monthly, how would I put it? It's more of a career-based option where there's no time frame, and you just have to keep making 10%, right? The second you make 10% in your account, they upgrade you to the next level. So let's say I'm on the $50,000 account, I make 10% over 2 or 3 months, it doesn't matter. They will then upgrade me to the $100,000 account. I make 10%, and my target for that will only be 2%. I'm only looking for 2% a week, right? Which is really not that much, and it's very, very doable. If I'm making anywhere from 1 to 3 hours a day, it's very doable. So the progress I've made in this trial would be enough for my plan moving forward. And it's consistent, and that's the idea. I'm trying to keep that consistency, and we've done it in December, which generally is quite a tough month to trade. So I'm very happy with how it's gone, considering it is December. It's a tougher month to trade. The market doesn't really, it's reacting, it's doing things without really that big money or the institutional guys behind it, because these guys have kind of like stepped away for the most part, so I'm very happy with where we are now. I am preparing that video at the moment, which is going to go into the whole plan of what I'm talking about now, where you will only be targeting 2% a week, right? And the crazy thing is, if I hit all my goals and I get to the point where I've opened up that career-based prop firm, 2% a week will be enough to take you from starting with $80. So I'm looking at starting with $80, which will be to take the first challenge, and it's not with FTMO, it'll be with my forex funds, because they have an $80 plan for the $10,000 account. Once you pass that, so you're looking at 2 months to do the challenge and potentially pass, provided that goes according to plan. You will then take your earnings of in fact, you will actually take your refund and the earnings from the first month, and you will pay then for your starting position in the other account, right? Which is $300. So all I'm looking to make from the first lot is the $300. Then I've started with $80, made my $300, paid for the next, and then I am basically just doing the 2% a month. 10%, I get upgraded to the next account, which will be the $100,000. And they will upgrade you all the way to, I think, 2.5 million. And how I have worked everything out, on 2% a week, you can go in from starting in 2 years' time to making $1 million in a year. And that's kind of the challenge I have put forward for myself from next year moving forward. I will also be posting that video on how to do it, the breakdown, everything, so you guys can, give it a go yourselves. But I will be doing it. I'll be doing it on this channel. So, we will either get there or we will fail for everyone to see, But it is what it is. For me, I'm doing it because I really think there is. It's possible, and I want to prove it, if not to you guys, to myself. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video, guys. I am working on it. I'm hoping to have it out before the end of this month. But yeah, I will catch you guys on Monday with the breakdown of whatever's happening on Monday and what we are looking at trading. All right, guys, have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, and we will catch you next week. Bye.